Hello and welcome back, everybody, to a new live stream. So it is Friday. It is the end of the week, and yeah, of course, we are gonna do a little bit of a rundown on kind of what has happened this week, the trades that I have taken this week. I am currently in a new trade as of right now as well, so of course I will talk about that, and then we can sort of take a look at yeah, what we can expect really if yeah, certain scenarios play out. So yeah, other than that, if of course you have any questions, anything that you want to talk about, then please put that in the chat. Feel free to yeah, just put any questions in the chat and I'll be more than happy to answer that. Answer them. But yeah, other than that, let's jump into the charts. Before we do, make sure you smash that thumbs up button. If you are new, subscribe as well. If you are watching over on Twitter as well, head over to YouTube and yeah, subscribe on YouTube and make sure you smash that bell button as well so you don't ever miss any live streams. But yeah, enough of that. Let's jump straight on into the charts. So yeah, taking a look at where we are, right? As you can tell from the title and the thumbnail, we are at a very, very crucial level for Bitcoin. You know, I've been talking about this this level for a few days now, and talking about, you know, if we lose this level, right, it can get pretty ugly for Bitcoin because there just isn't much support below us. Okay, so of course, this is something that we're going to be focusing on today as well. Before we talk about the crucial level that we are at right now, let's just take a little bit of a rundown on what has happened this week. So this week I have taken two trades. I believe, was it just two trades this week? Yeah, I believe it was just the two trades that I took this week, and yeah, the first trade was, of course, the long trade on Bitcoin. Okay, the long trade on Bitcoin. And then we also had the long trade on Ethereum as well. So we had two trades, both of them long trades, one on Bitcoin, one on Ethereum. And yeah, both of those trades were, you know, really nice, profitable trades. So as you can see here on the Visionary Discord, I told the team on the 11th, okay, Tuesday the 11th, that I took the long on an aggressive entry. I will add to the trade if I start to see more confirmation. And this was, you know, off of the basis that we were at this crucial level, right? We were using this crucial level that I'm going to be talking about today as support, right? And we also understood, okay, like I was telling the team back here as well, 55 million short trades were opened in the previous candle. Forming the failed auction of the range low would mean that all 55 million shorts would be underwater, and that would most likely have to cover. This would be when I enter in the long trade, right? So I was telling the team here, okay, we had 55 million short trades, new short trades opening up here, and I understood that if we form the failed auction, 55 million short trades are going to be underwater. 55 million short trades are going to be emotional and will most likely have to cover, pushing that price higher. And yeah, that's exactly what happened, right? Okay, we saw this big rise within Bitcoin coming all the way up to the mid-range of the parallel channel, where, of course, as I always do, I took a TP1. So yeah, there was the entry, of course, that I gave the team. And then yeah, if you come down, you can see TP1. There was the TP1 at the mid range, and I took, yeah, $955 on that trade. I also, of course, entered into the ETH long as well, on the same basis, right? On the exact same basis. And yeah, of course, we exited that for a really nice profit, right? $627 in a profit. Stop loss is at entry, right? And I did the same with Bitcoin, right? Stop loss is at entry. So these were now free trades after taking profits. And if I actually just bring up, let's bring up the position history on my exchange. So here we go, taking a look at Mexi, right? You can see my position history here. So this was the long trade, right, on Bitcoin. That was $954 in a profit. Then we had the long trade on Ethereum, $606 in a profit there as well. And both of these trades are now all closed. So those are the only two trades that I took this week. And as you can see, yeah, they were some really profitable trades. So at this moment in time, yeah, of course, we are going to actually end this week, in some really, really nice profit. Okay, so yeah, this week has been a really, really good week for trading, right? There hasn't been many trades. I like the trades that I am looking for at this moment in time are the highest probability trade setups, right? More like intraday / swing trades, right? I'm not really looking at scalp trading. To be honest with you, I haven't scalp traded in about a year. Okay, I've literally just been focusing on the highest probability trade setups, and there's a few factors for that. First of all, there's a lot less stress in it. Okay, it's like I can just focus on waiting for my bigger levels, my more important levels, and yeah, I'm not worried about sitting behind the computer all day, every day. Okay, I can kind of just set my levels that I'm interested in trading. Once those levels are tapped, I can then come to the computer. I can then sit down and I can look at the reaction, the confirmation, the confluence, right? I can look for all of those things that I want to see when entering into a trade. If I see it, I will take the trade. If I don't see it, I won't take the trade. And to be honest with you, it's been working really, really well for me over the past year, right? Just like focusing more on the highest probability trade setups, right? I'm taking a lot less. I'm taking a lot less trades, okay, but I am putting more capital into these trades than I would do when I'm looking for like scalp trades or like day trades. Okay, so I'm of course putting more capital in. So in the long run, it evens itself out, right? I'm still making the same that I was when I was scalp trading, right? I'm still making some nice profits. However, instead of taking maybe 2-3 trades a day, I may be only taking 2-3 trades a week. Okay, that's kind of what it is at the moment. And not last week, but the week before, I took 4 trades in the week. So yeah, it can vary, but sometimes there aren't many trades to be had when you're trading like this. But all that means is that you have to take advantage of that trade when it shows itself to you. So yeah, that's why I do trade with more capital than I would if I was scalp trading or like day trading, right? Because yeah, I'm looking for these moves that happen over a longer period of time, right? And of course, if I'm using the same capital that I'm using when I'm scalp trading, right? I'm not going to make as much profit as I would like to, right? So for me, yeah, like I said, it's been working really well for the past year, and I'm just going to continue to do it because, to be honest, like I said, I don't want to be sat behind a computer all day. I want to go out, I want to enjoy myself, right? But of course, I have those alerts set when the levels, when the levels get tapped, and then I can, step away. I can come to my computer. I can relax, and it's really good as well for, if anyone is looking at, this is a really good way to be trading. If anyone's looking at getting into trading, but they're not at that level where, they can leave their job or anything like that, okay? Because it gives, it's kind of impossible. It is impossible to have a full-time job or even a part-time job, really, and be day trading or scalp trading, right? But if you're looking for the swing trades, okay, and you have a full-time job, it's a lot easier, right? It's much more easier because you're not required to be behind your computer all day every day. Okay, you get an alert on your phone, you can open up your laptop. You can even do it from your phone as well. For me, I always use my computer when I'm looking at my analysis, like entering into a trade. When I'm taking profits, I don't have to be behind my computer. I can do that all from my phone. Swing trading is really good for people who do have jobs, right? Who do have full-time jobs or part-time jobs, because it doesn't require them to be behind the computer all the time. It gives them a lot of freedom. And I myself, even though that this is my full-time job, it's like I want to have the freedom to do what I want to do as well. So this just works really, really well for me. So two trades this week, both of them profitable trades. However, I have taken a new trade. Okay, so this is now the third trade of the week. I understand it's a Friday. Friday for me is never the best time to be trading, because towards the afternoon on the Friday, we do tend to see the volatility drop off. We do tend to see volatility drop off, and especially over the course of the weekend as well, and especially the past 2 weekends. Okay, the past 2 weekends, right? We have had just the most boring price action, right? So we can see Friday, Saturday, Sunday here, right? Friday, Saturday, Sunday here, right? Just flat, just nothing going on, and then of course. That was not last week, the week before, and then we had the weekend that has just been. Okay, and you can see the same thing here, right? Just very flat, very boring price action. So for me, entering into trades on a Friday, it's not, I don't. I'm not against entering into trades on a Friday, because, of course, I've entered into a trade on a Friday, and I do enter into trades on a Friday. But I just understand that, right, I'm going to expect low volatility over the course of the weekend. I'm going to expect, just pretty flat price action. Of course, there's a possibility that we could see a big move on the weekend. I understand that as well. But recently, we have just been seeing very constricted price action on the weekend. So I have actually entered into this long trade here with much lower capital than I usually would. Much lower capital than the two long trades that I took earlier on this week. As you can see here, I've updated the team, letting them know that I have entered into a long trade here, and it was a bit of an aggressive long trade, right? So for me, I'm looking at this as a very crucial level. Okay, a very, very crucial level. For that, let's zoom out. Okay, just zoom out a bit, and we can see, of course, we're in this much bigger 8-hour range, and we've been respecting this mid-range really, really well, and that's where we are at this moment in time. We're literally at the mid-range, using it as support. Okay, and I am starting to see some good signs here, like some bullish signs here, which is why I've entered into the long trade. And it's that, of course, we're continuing to hold this VWAP from the failed auction of the range low here, which, remember, we took a long trade from. Okay, let's just pull that up quick. Yeah, there was a long trade from down here that I took. That was a really, really profitable trade. And this is kind of what my thesis is, right? If we're going to continue to hold this, we do have a lot of shorts that have opened up here. So if price rises, these shorts are most likely going to have to cover, adding fuel to the fire, pushing the price higher. And, we're at this major support level. I consider this a crucial, major support level. And holding this right now is considered very bullish. And taking a look at order flow as well, we can see that we also do have bullish CVD coming in. So we can see here that CVD is ticking down, right? And then we can see that the price action chart is forming higher lows. So we're holding this like bullish structure, while CVD is telling us that we're seeing a lot more shorts opening up here than we were back here. So for me, it's looking good for a long. This is why I've entered into the long trade, right? And what I'm looking for this long trade is exactly what I was looking for in the long trade that I took on Tuesday, was it? So the long trade that I took on Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. So this was the long trade that I took on Tuesday. Like I said at the start, right? We looked at the failed auction of the range low. We had the VWAP, we had the mid range, and we had lots of trapped shorts at the low as well, 55 million trapped shorts at the low. And of course, what happened to that trade? We saw a nice rise up to the TP1 at the mid range. And that's kind of what I'm looking for here as well. Right? I'm looking for a nice rise up to the mid range, okay? Because I'm still viewing this, right? Let's just simplify it for ourselves, right? I'm still viewing this as a range, okay? I'm still viewing this as a range. So if we do see price come up to the mid range, as I always do, I'm going to take a TP1 like I did on the previous long trade. I'll take a TP1 at mid range, move the stop loss to entry again like I did on the previous trade, and then my next target will be the TP2, which is all the way up at the range high. Okay, all the way up here at the range high. So that's kind of what I'm banking on, right? And this is kind of what I'm looking for. Of course, we have nice confluence with the POC there as well, so that's just more confluence telling me to yeah, take profit here, right? Take profit here. So yeah, for me, it's just patience, right? I've remained patient, and waited for the setup, and now again, I just need to remain patient and wait for it to play out. Of course, I am aware that we're coming into Friday. It is a weekend, okay. Sorry, we're coming into Friday evening, and it is a weekend, right? So we could probably just see very boring price action, and yeah, of course my stop loss is below here. And even if I do get stopped out here, remember, like I always say, never put an amount of money into a trade that you are scared to lose, right? If you are worried about losing money, okay, when you're in a trade, then you shouldn't be in that trade, right? This trade for me, if I do get stopped out of this trade, I will lose $360. Yeah, I think it was $360. So let me just pull the trade up right now. Let's just find it here. Okay, so this is, here's the trade that I'm in at the moment, okay? Right now, it's currently in an $80 loss at the moment, okay? I entered into this trade not that long ago. So, of course, I am just looking for this rise to mid-range TP1, TP2 up here. If I do get stopped out of this trade, it'll be about a $350 loss. And, of course, if we actually bring back up the position history, right? Bring back up the position history. Where is it there? So if we bring back up the position history, as you can see, this week I've taken two long trades, right? $606 in a profit, $954 in a profit. So a $350 loss is going to be pretty minor for me, okay? I'm not worried about that at all. I'm willing to risk that, okay, to see if we can get some, extract some really nice profits out of this trade, okay? So that's kind of what I'm willing to risk. So, even if I do get stopped out of this trade, I will end this week, on a big high, okay, a very big win, right? It will still be, $1,300 profit for the week, okay? So for me, again, this is something that I love to preach all of the time. Only enter into a trade with an amount of capital that you are willing to lose, right? And I'm okay with losing $350 on this trade. I like the setup here. Okay, I do like this setup, and if we can, what I was looking for when we were rising here was kind of like a reclaim of this value area low. We haven't quite done that yet, but if we get a reclaim of this value area low, my confidence will increase massively, because if you reclaim value area low, the expectation is that you come up to mid-range, right? That's what happened here. Okay, that's what happened back here, and it's vice versa, right? When you're at value area high, okay, and you reclaim like this. I think I just lost you for a second. I think we're back. Yeah, so like I was saying, right, from value area high, okay, if you get acceptance back into value area high, you're looking for value area low, okay? So for me, right now, I'm looking for that reclaim of value area low to give me a bit more confidence, right, that we are going to see higher prices here, okay? So that's kind of what I'm looking for. And I mean, I've entered fairly aggressively here. I have entered fairly aggressively, and yeah, I could actually possibly add to the trade if we reclaim, right? If I get like a really nice reclaim of value area low, I could actually add to the trade as well. Of course, I will let the team know on the Discord if I do actually add to the trade. If you want access to this Visionary Discord where I give all of the trades away that I take, then click the first link in the description. It'll take you over to this page here where you can gain access to that. You can gain access to the Visionary courses as well and the ExoChart templates. And if you don't want to gain access to the Visionary Discord, there is the free Discord, which is the second link in the description. So head over there and just join the free Discord. So it's just patience really for me, just patience, waiting to see if we can get this long trade to play out. I can see some comments in here. You very welcome for the follow. Welcome to the Kick family. www stream. Love giving love to other streamers. Keep up the good work. www. Thank you very much, Fox Warrior Gaming 4. Thank you. It's always good to see new faces in here. Thank you very much. That's kind of it for Bitcoin, right? Of course, if there's anything that you want me to look at, anything you want me to talk about, put it in the chat. I'll be happy to answer that. Let's talk about the level that we are at now, because what I've talked about, is the bullish scenario. Okay, I've talked about the bullish scenario, and I wanted to start off with that because, of course, I am in a long trade as of right now. So I started off with the bullish scenario. If it plays out as I kind of anticipate it to, and what the probabilities are telling me, that the move is going to look like, right, is that we come up to at least the POC here. I take that TP1, move the stop loss to entry, and then I look for a TP2 up here. If price pulls back, stops me at entry, it's a free trade, right? I've already taken some really nice profits here, exactly like I did back there. And then we pulled back to my entry where I did get stopped out at entry because I like moving that stop loss to entry, making it a risk-free trade, right? So we've talked about the bullish scenario, but let's talk about the bearish scenario, because we have to be aware of this, right? We have to be aware of this bearish scenario that is kind of currently playing out at this moment in time. Isn't playing out. It could play out. We could see this play out. And, a big reason why I still think that this could play out is because we do have a bearish Elliott wave count here, right? We do have a bearish Elliott wave count here. It's still valid, okay? And wave 5 is signaling a drop below $56,350 approximately, okay? Oh no, sorry. Let's just draw it out, right? Okay, 400, right? So wave 5 is signaling a drop below $56,415, okay? So we are in this bearish Elliott wave count, okay? We have wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, okay? We also had the bullish count, right? We also had the bullish count, okay, that looked something like this, okay? And that bullish count played out, up here. Wave 5 was taken by the dollar, okay, but that was wave 5, and then what we saw from there is we saw a ABC correction, right? That's what we're currently in right now. We're in an ABC correction, right? So we've seen the bullish count, because I was looking at the bullish count and I was looking at the bearish count, and we were kind of just like talking about which count was going to play out. We don't know which count is going to play out, okay, but all we can do is trade them, right? All we can do is trade them. That's exactly what we did. And now both counts are actually playing out, because we haven't broken above wave 2 of the bearish count, meaning that we can still break below wave 5 is still valid, and we could break below wave 3, okay? It is still very, very valid. And this is why, the title and the thumbnail of this video is this is a crucial level, because it is, right? We're at the mid-range here. We're at the mid-range of this huge range, okay? We understand, right, in the past, right? It's acted as support, resistance, even support there as well. Resistance before the breakup, support there, support there, support there. And of course, we are using it as support at this moment in time as well. So this, for me, is a very, very crucial level. And if we start to lose this level, right, there isn't much support that's going to hold us up here, right? We can bring up the naked point of controls, right? But I don't really like the confluence with any of these naked point of controls. Of course, I can look at where are we here? Okay, of course I can look at kind of this as a range possibly, and maybe coming down and looking at $61,700 for a long, maybe. Okay, I'll have to see what the reaction is looking like at that level. But for me personally, I don't really like any of this for support really. I'm not Yeah, I don't really like any of this as support. We can actually bring up a GP 786 level, and let's take a quick look here. Yeah, we're just definitely going to get absorption, aren't we? We're already seeing absorption. We're already seeing huge short absorption coming in. Um, so yeah, I mean, if we did come down to this GP 786 level, we do have the nice confluence with, yeah, 61,700. That's kind of the level that I would be interested in taking along from, if we were to break the mid range. But I would like to see us hold like 61,700. That's kind of what I would like us to see. So yeah, I guess that's a possibility, right? We'll have to see what price is looking like down there. Okay, I'll have to see what price is looking like down there, but that's kind of a possibility. But if we don't hold those levels, okay, if we don't hold those levels, we're looking bearish on the order flow. Then I'm kind of just anticipating wave 5 to be completed, and that's a move below $56,415. And we're still in that bearish market structure. And it doesn't mean to say that wave 5 is going to take us all the way down to like $42,000. No, of course, right? Because end of wave 5, we're expecting an ABC correction, right? We're expecting kind of like an ABC correction. And from the low of wave 3 anyway at 56,415, I'd actually be looking for a long trade down here. This is a huge level of interest for me, and this is a very, very key level. I've got a big, I've got an alert set there, 56,415. That is a level I'm interested in longing. Okay, of course, it's not set in stone. It's not 100% that I'm going to long that level, but if we do come down and we start to look bullish at this level, then I will take a long trade because I will be expecting an ABC correction. Okay, so this is kind of what I would be looking for if we come down to this level. Wave 5 has been completed. Okay, we could take out the liquidity from the end of wave 3 at 56,415. Okay, from a failed auction, swing failure pattern. We could get lots of shorts opening up here, right? For me, that is a perfect long trade. And yeah, I'll take the long trade expecting, right, an ABC correction, right? That's kind of what tends to happen after we see a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bearish Elliott wave count. Okay, so yeah, for me, it's like if we lose the mid range, if we lose this VWAP, I do think, right, of course, we do have the long possibly from $1,700, right? But if I don't take the long from there, if I don't like the long from there, it's just kind of a move down below 57,000, yeah, to around 56,415. That's kind of what I would be looking for, really. So, yeah, we kind of just have to hold this level that we are at right now, if we want to remain bullish. Okay, if we want to remain bullish, because if we come down and form wave 5, right? Of course we would scrap the Elliott wave. Okay, it's played out. Okay, we'd be looking for an ABC correction, right? A B C correction. Okay, and then what I like to do off of ABC corrections is then consider a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, bullish Elliott wave count. That's kind of what I like to consider. And this bullish count that could possibly play out here has to take us above wave 4, okay, it has to take us above wave 4 of the bearish Elliott wave count. Okay, it has to. Even though this count would be over, okay, we have to see price get above there. Otherwise, we are looking for another lower low on Bitcoin, and we can be looking for another move lower than 56,415. Wherever wave 5 ends, okay, if we do confirm wave 5, right, wherever that ends, okay, we'd be looking for a move below that level if we cannot break above that wave 4, because we would still be in this bearish market structure, and that's kind of when it can get fairly ugly. Okay, that's when it can get fairly ugly. So we just need to be a little bit aware of that, right? And it's not for me to get really bearish here. I'm not getting really bearish here. I'm just drawing out of the scenarios that I'm looking at, okay? Because, of course, we could form the ABC correction. Maybe the ABC correction, okay? It doesn't tend to happen. Normally, the ABC correction is smaller than the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bearish or bullish count, okay? We tend to see it being much smaller. But let's say we did start to form a bullish count here, right? And it did take us above all-time high. Okay, that's great. But then again, we still have that huge short trade that I'm interested in from all-time high. Yeah, I've shorted. Remember what I said? This is a few weeks ago now, but I ran through all of the trades that I took here. Okay, I took 6 short trades from 6 all-time highs that we made. Okay, so we took all-time high, I shorted, pull back. All-time high, shorted, pull back. All-time high, shorted, pull, like 6 times that happened, right? 6 of those trades were profitable. Okay, so for me, I'm going to rinse and repeat a strategy that has continued to show me some really, really nice profits, right? Continue to show me some really, really nice profits. And if I see a short setup from all-time high, I will take it, right? And again, we could be drawing out the scenarios here. If we do get a bullish count that takes us to all-time high and wave 5 ends just above all-time high, ABC correction, right? That's kind of what we look for there. Okay, so I am interested in that short trade from all-time high. Okay, like I'm interested in a long trade from the end of wave 5 if price pulls back down to 56,415. That's where I'm kind of interested in a long trade. Okay, so I don't really care where price goes. All I know is that whether we go down to finish wave 5, I'm looking for a long trade. Whether we come up to all-time high, I'm still looking. Even if we don't come down to form wave 5 first, right? Say we just kind of invalidate wave 5, right? We break above wave 4 here, invalidating that bearish count. I'm still looking for a short trade at all-time high. Okay, so these are like my 2 major levels, right? My 2 major levels are 56,415, where I'm interested in a big long trade, right? We have all-time high where I'm interested in a big short trade. And then at this moment in time, right, if we get rid of all of this for now and then bring back up this range that we are in now, okay? Those are my big trades, okay? And this is the local range that I'm interested in trading at this moment in time, okay? So, it's kind of, well, of course, we have as well, we do have the GP786 in confluence with the naked point of control at 61,700 as well. That's another level that I'm kind of interested in. But I'll have to see what is happening down there because again, my biggest level would be all the way down here at like 56,415. But locally, right? This is the range that I'm looking to trade. And if Bitcoin continues to hold this level and we see a rise towards the upside, the long trade that I am currently in will be a really, really nice trade, taking a TP1 at mid-range, looking for a TP2 at the high of the range as well. Ethereum's kind of the same story, right? And kind of the same story on Ethereum. We formed a very slight swing value pattern of this low here. We've seen a rise towards the upside. And we're just waiting to see if we can reclaim this range low. If we can reclaim the range low, that's looking good. Let's just pull a fixed range as well. Right, we're a little bit far away from that value area low, and you can see what happened here, right? Price came up, and we ever so slightly front ran it, but we came up to that value area low, and we got a rejection off of that level. So yeah, it's just patience, really, patience for me at this moment in time. But again, patience is a big thing within trading, right? These are all of the trades that I have taken, other than one, okay, because I did take an AVAX trade on another account. But yeah, I didn't take it on this account. But all of these trades here are trades that I've taken in the past month. And yeah, as you can see, right, there is a lot more green than red. But at the same time, the red, okay, is much smaller than the green, i.e., the red numbers are a lot smaller than the green numbers. Okay, so my biggest loss was $760 here. Okay, but I've got wins of $1,000 there, $1,000 there, $888 there, $4,000 there, $4,600 there, and $5,600 down there. So yeah, it's like patience, right? Just patience, waiting for those highest probability trade setups. Okay, you're not going to win every single time. I myself, I do not win every single time, but I understand what my probabilities are. I understand that my risk management is good, right? So I just literally trade what the charts are telling me, right? And this week again, okay, the two trades we took was the long on Bitcoin, $954 in a profit, and the long on Ethereum, $606 on a profit as well. So yeah, it's all about patience. It's all about risk management. It's all about just yeah, focusing on what the charts are telling you and not trading like a retail trader, right? You don't want to trade like a retail trader. You want to you want to like have the mind, like not have the mindset of a retail trader, but you want to be able to think like a retail trader, because what we're kind of doing here is trading against what retail traders are doing. When there was a perfect example actually a few weeks ago. It was let's go into the hour chart. So it was this short trade here, right? This short trade here, okay, we take a look at it on Exo charts. I have just seen a comment come in as well. I will take a look at that in a second. Where are we? So I believe it was here. Perfect, right? So we had 26 million new long trades coming in here. We failed auctioned it, okay? And what did we see? Well, we saw a pretty significant pullback, okay? From, like $69,000 all the way down to $66,600, okay? So a pretty decent move down. And this is what I shorted. Again, I took some really nice profits. Well, this was actually the range where I took 4 trades, 4 profitable trades, okay? There was a long, a short, and then a long. And yeah, again, this is what retail traders are doing here. 26 million retail traders entered into a long trade on the supposable breakout, the breakout, right? The breakout of this range, right? What happened? All of those long trades got wiped out. Okay, I took advantage of that by shorting and made some really nice profits on that. Okay, so what we're doing here is we're not trading like retail traders, right? We know that 95% of retail traders fail. Okay, we're trading on with the highest probability trade setups. We're not trading, triangle breakouts. We're not trading head and shoulder breakouts. Okay, I acknowledge triangle patterns. Okay, I do acknowledge them, but I tend to counter trade triangle patterns, right? So that's kind of the focus, for this channel, right? We don't want to be trading like retail traders. Okay, we want to be trading like the institutions. So let's have a look at the comments quick. Serb, hey man, good to see you here. Serb, hopefully I'm saying that right. Yeah, good to see new faces here. I don't believe I've seen you here before, so it's good to see you here. Can you check out my crypto called AI Tate? Yeah, AI Tate. Yeah, let's have a look at it. I don't really want to look at. No, I don't want to look at that. What do I want? Where are we? Um, should I have a look at it? Let's have a look actually. I just want to see what like the market cap of it is as well. So AI Tate. Let's- um, yeah. To be fair, I've never heard of AI Tate. I don't know if this is some Andrew Tate, Andrew Tate coin or something. But yeah, I've never heard of it before. And to be honest, I don't. I'm never gonna look at. Um, yeah, I never look at any coins, right? And I never want to promote any coins. Or not promote. Like I would never promote a coin, but I never want to look. Yeah, promote is the wrong word, but like look at a coin that has like less than 10 million daily volume. I kind of wouldn't look at anything that has less than 10 million, um, yeah, daily volume. I don't ever want to be a part of any sort of rug pull or anything. So, yeah, I kind of just like to stay clear of things like that. Um, but yeah, like I'll happily look at meme coins, but of course I want them to have like a daily volume. Let's have a look at um, yeah, let's have a look at like Pepe, right? Uh, I thought it did daily volume on here. Where's the daily volume on Pepe? Oh, here, volume 24 hour. There we go. Yeah, so that's almost 700 million daily volume. That's good. But I never want to look at anything that has like less than 10 million daily volume because then you're just a bit like it's just kind of a bit like a risky. Like there was one that I was looking at, Beer Coin. Let's see, because that had a huge pullback. Let's take a look at that. Uh, was it this one here? Yeah, here it was. But this is kind of something that I don't really want to look at, where it's like all of a sudden the price just goes into all-time lows. Yeah, that this coin I was looking at it because it looked good to trade, um, but then it kind of looks like it got some sort of rug pull on it. So yeah, I never really want to look at coins like that. I don't want to be ever associated with coins like that. On this channel, my goal is to never ever promote any sort of coins. I don't ever want to promote any coins. I just want to promote how to trade properly. Okay, that's all I want to do here. I'd like to look for a nice trade on Pepe, and I have been eyeing up, right? I've been eyeing up this level here. I've been eyeing up these levels here for a long trade on Pepe. But yeah, well, ever since we made it was an all-time highs here on Pepe, we've been struggling, really struggling to get above this VWAP here. And kind of what I'm looking at on Pepe here is kind of something like this. That could be nice if we did come all the way down here, looking at that VWAP with the low of the range. Okay, this downtrending range, that could be nice for a long maybe from down here. It all depends on how quickly we come down there. And yeah, that could give us a nice opportunity to enter into a long up to here. And yeah, this is actually quite bullish price action, right? You can look at this as like a bull flag. So yeah, if I do get the long trade from down here, it's like, right, okay, I can look for, of course, like a TP1 up here, but then look for much, much higher. It's kind of what I'm looking at really on Pepe. AVAX is a bit of a dead coin now, to be honest. I tried to start trading it, and yeah. It's just not there on Pepe. Sorry, on Casper. This is something I want to start trading. I've been eyeing up Casper. Casper looks really good, to be honest. Let's see. Do we can't? Yeah, we did. And then Rune as well. Rune is the price action here is really good. It is really good. What else we got? We got Bohm. Let's see what Bohm is. Yeah, Bohm's good. So yeah, I'm going to be looking at these altcoins to be trading. Solana. Solana's breaking down out of the triangle. Remember, I'm not a breakout trader. I don't trade triangle patterns, so I'm not shorting this. I'm looking for a fake out here for a long trade on Solana. Okay, Bitcoin's pulling back here. If we do lose this level, yeah, I have to say it doesn't look good for Bitcoin whatsoever. It really doesn't look very good. Pepe could move down pretty quickly. Mm, let's see what ExoCharts is saying. Yeah, again, it just doesn't look great for Bitcoin if we lose this level. It's kind of, yeah, I just feel as though we're going to come down and finish wave 5 on that Elliott wave count. Which, of course, really isn't good. Well, if you have any more questions, of course, put them in the chat. I'll be happy to answer any questions. But yeah, I think I've talked about all I want to talk about. Mm. Again, this is a very critical level for Bitcoin. If we lose this, it's not looking great. If we can hold it, great. Okay, well, if there are no more questions, I'll probably just leave it there. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed, smash that thumbs up button, and yeah, I will be, of course, back on Monday. Okay, so I will be back on Monday. Of course, if you want access to the Visionary Discord, where I give all of the trades that I take away, then click the first link in the description. It'll take you to this page here. You also get access to the Visionary courses and the XO chart templates. If you just want the free Discord, then second link in the description there, and you can sign up to yeah, the free Discord as well. So yeah, make sure you do that. And yeah, as always, have a good rest of your day. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you all back on yeah, Monday. So have a lovely weekend, team, and